Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Ricky Green, your host here for Tide Talk Sports, and I couldn't let this Sunday evening slip away without taking a few minutes to talk about the guy that it had been announced earlier today that Robert Gillespie is expected to be named the next running back coach at the University of Alabama. Fantastic hire. We'll get all into that in tonight's episode of Tide Talk. And then before we wrap up, I'll go ahead and kind of let you all know who we expect to be the final hire, talking about the special teams coordinator / tight ends coach spot that we think has basically been filled at this point, and we'll let you all know who we believe it is. You're not going to want to miss a single minute of tonight's episode, and we'll get started right now. All right, like I said in the introduction, everybody knows it by now. Coach Robert Gillespie has been expected to be named the next running back coach at the University of Alabama. Fantastic hire by Nick Saban. Look, Nick Saban ain't playing around, y'all. He has hired 2 former NFL head coaches and now went out and snagged one of the best running back coaches in the nation. And oh, by the way, he's an elite recruiter too. Talking about Robert Gillespie, fantastic hire. I want to start this episode out, though, real quick here before we dive all the way into everything else. I want you to get in the comment section right now and rate the hire of Robert Gillespie on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being I absolutely hate it, 10 being I'm absolutely crazy in love about it, and I cannot wait to see what you all think about that. I'll pin it down in the comment section, and I'll definitely be looking to get some different opinions and some reasons why from our subscribers and our viewers. Can't wait to see what you all think. All right, Robert Gillespie, fantastic hire, elite recruiter. He's been at South Carolina. He's been out at Oklahoma State. He's been at West Virginia. He's been all over the place. North Carolina. He's been at Tennessee. Stud recruiter. Alvin Kamara, Jonathan Kongbo, Jalen Hurd, just to name a few guys that he was responsible for their commitment. Not going to play around. Should hit the ground running. Having that script A on his chest there at Alabama should definitely provide a spark. And he's an elite recruiter already, so he'll knock it out on the trail for Alabama, no doubt about it. Nick Saban has done an incredible job hiring this new staff at the University of Alabama. I mean, I'm pretty well blown away at this point. 2 former NFL head coaches in Bill O'Brien, the new offensive coordinator, and Doug Marrone, the new offensive line coach, goes out and snags an absolute ace of a coach, our new running back coach in Robert Gillespie. And that pretty much at this point in time leaves one more spot for one more assistant that Nick Saban is still yet to hire. Now, I believe, like I said earlier, that this job is all but done, and the man has been picked. And I'm going to tell you all before the end of the video who I believe that man is. Before we get all the way off into everything else, though, if you haven't hit that subscribe button just yet, I want you to do that for me right now. We're trying to get to 6,500 subscribers here on our YouTube channel, and I certainly would appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button right now. All right, got through that. We've got our rate the hire 1 to 10, been through all that, talked about what a fantastic job that Nick Saban's done in assembling this new staff thus far. And we mentioned the fact that there is one spot remaining. And I'm going to talk about some things that you can choose to believe or not. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you can do with what I'm about to talk about, but I'm going to tell you I keep it 8 more than 92 with you every day, so why would I stop doing that now? What I heard about this special teams coaching position is that there was a candidate leading for that job at one time, and I'm talking about Jay Boulware, a guy we discussed a couple of episodes back here on our channel. If you were paying attention, Jay Boulware was thought to be the front runner for this remaining final position on the Alabama football coaching staff, but I am told that he pretty well did not great at all in his interview. Matter of fact, I was told he was terrible in his interview. So I tweeted a little while ago, I can't imagine having an opportunity to interview with Nick Saban and not being prepared to knock that interview out of the park. How he managed to allow that to happen is beyond me. Anyway, Bullware, thought to be the front runner at one point in time, out, according to what I've been told the past 48 hours or so. Enter into the picture, though, Jay Graham, and Jay is currently the running backs coach at the University of Tennessee. So he's a guy like Coach Gillespie that has a lengthy and really diverse background that will allow him to get right into that special teams coordinator role. And we'll talk a little bit here quickly about some of the places that Coach has been prior to becoming the running backs coach at Tennessee. If you look all the way back to 2006, running backs coach at Chattanooga, UTC, just up the road here from where I'm at in the Tennessee Valley. He was at South Carolina as a special teams coach, then as a running backs coach, Tennessee as a running back coach, Florida State running back coach, Texas A&M, then back to Tennessee, and he was actually co-offensive coordinator at Texas A&M during the 2019 season. So another big-time hire. This is the guy that at this point we believe will be the guy as our new special teams coordinator and tight ends coach at Alabama. And we think that this is pretty well wrapped up at this point. Jay Graham is another guy that is an elite recruiter, and Nick Saban is just out here hitting home runs every single time he makes a hire, showing everybody once again why he's the greatest of all time. Bama fans were kind of, I wouldn't really say bummed, but like, wow, what are we going to, how will he be able to replicate the success that he had in assembling a staff that included Steve Sarkisian, Kyle Flood, Jeff Banks? Well, he just goes and hires two former NFL coaches, and oh, by the way, two of the best assistant coaches in the southeastern United States, and Coach Gillespie and Coach Jay Graham. I'm really high on both of these guys, and I'm really, really excited about the potential that this new staff has, ready to see what this offense looks like under Bill O'Brien. Plenty of weapons, no doubt, but really more excited to see what this young defense can grow into with another season at Alabama. Malachi Moore, Brian Branch, and others, another year of experience, another notch on the belt. This defense has the potential to be a defense that can absolutely win games and dominate for Alabama next season. We'll save that story, though, for another episode further on down the line. Really appreciate you joining me this evening as we just took a few minutes to talk about the staff that Coach Nick Saban has assembled so far at the capstone, and really just to kind of marvel in awe at what he's done. It is absolutely incredible, the job he's done in assembling this staff. Looks like we've added Coach Gillespie. I'm sure that'll be all officialized here soon. And we believe, Tide Talk Sports believes, Jay Graham is the guy for that special teams coordinator / tight end position, and the final hire that Nick Saban will make for his coaching staff. And we really are excited about these two additions, one that we expect to be announced shortly, and we're pretty sure the other won't be too far behind. Appreciate you joining us this evening. We'll see you next time right here on the Alabama Football News and Rumors channel on YouTube, presented by Chat Sports. I'm Ricky Green. Roll Tide.